Where are you from?
미국.
아 그래요? You
미국.
speak Korean?
네.
한국어 잘 못해요.
Okay.
아니요, just a little.
Okay. 네.
Not good.
우리는 저기 있는 분하고 이분하고 전부 다 친미 국민이에요.
We are pro-Americans.
Oh, good. Well, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You're welcome.
I agree.
Yep.
Yay, freedom and democracy and
Right.
human rights
Right.
and not communism.
No.
네.
But no, I agree
Yeah.
that all of those things on the Korean Peninsula
Yeah.
necessarily
Right.
Require support from America.
Right. Sure. Exactly.
So I don't really agree with the nationalistic mentality.
Understand. So are you for pro-Trump or anti-Trump?
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah,
It's
I kind
okay.
of just
No
came
face.
here to
No
ask
face.
you questions.
No. There
No.
is no face
You know,
here. So
I don't-
you feel free to talk.
I don't. Hello.
Mm.
Yeah, I do not agree with Trump. I don't support Trump. I did not vote for Trump.
Yeah, that's good. I was just curious.
Well, why is
Then-
it good? I thought you support
No,
Trump.
no. It doesn't matter. It's your idea. You have your solid idea to think that way. And Trump is very easy to be misunderstood.
Right.
And he also gave that kind of clue to many people by himself. So I think your idea is correct. But I am just curious. In that case, do you know Biden has been Chinese bribed
Friendly.
for over 30 years?
I'm aware. Yes.
Then-
I'm interested in China issues and China. Well, when we say China, we're talking about the Chinese Communist Party,
Yeah, sure.
not the country or
Yeah,
the people
sure,
or the
sure,
culture.
sure. Yes.
We're talking about the
Yes,
government.
yes.
Yes, it is, in my opinion, the most important issue facing America and the world. I was very, very surprised to see Trump flags in Korea here. And I've noticed also in Hong Kong, a lot of people who are against the CCP are also supporting Donald Trump. Which to a lot of people in America who agree with you and don't like the CCP and support freedom, would be very, very surprised to see you also supporting Trump. I understand the perception, at least among pro-democracy, pro-freedom people in Asia, is that Donald Trump is really tough on China.
Yes.
He
I mean,
opens-
please tell me about Joe Biden's side. I know about Trump's side.
Oh,
So then, why?
that's a good question.
Yeah, why do you support Biden for CCP matter?
That's a very good question. Look, we don't know. So you're correct that Joe Biden has not been very clear on his approach to China. It's unfortunate we can have a presidential election in America and that not be spelled out clearly. But the most specific thing he has said is that he agrees with Donald Trump's diagnosis that China is a significant threat and it's undermining freedom and our economy and et cetera, human rights, et cetera, et cetera. Biden doesn't agree with Trump's approach. The Biden approach, the most he said is creating alliances and unifying the West and taking countries that have sort of been rubbed the wrong way because of Donald Trump's America First policy.
Then are you aware how Chinese CCP bribed your academia, your media, your government, your CIA, your FBI?
I am very informed on CCP influence operations around the world and in America, yes.
And you don't concern about that?
I am very concerned about that. I consider it the number one threat to America and humanity.
Then how come your support for Democrat is for the party or for Joe Biden?
Look, it's definitely not for the Democratic Party in America. I'm conservative. Yeah, it's complicated. The thing, like, I'm not thrilled with Joe Biden's approach to China either. The issue with Trump is that, and mean, yeah, he's been quote unquote tough on China in that he's engaging in this tit for tat tariff war, and he's openly supporting Hong Kong. So that's sort of good. The problem is Trump has been so erratic in his approach to foreign policy, and he's alienated a lot of America's allies, and that sort of creates an opening for China
Okay, for that
to
matter,
replace the void
yeah.
that America has created by exiting the role of global leadership. So that's my problem with Donald Trump's, Donald Trump's foreign policy
Yeah.
generally.
yeah, I'm not an
So-
American, but if I were an American, I would support Trump because Trump is for Americans, not for foreign countries. Many countries like Germany, they have been made use of American kindness. Don't you think?
Okay, I understand.
Yeah. So I actually, I was very surprised because your situation and our situation is not much different. Normally, other than us, most people are brainwashed. We are
Yes.
brainwashed by communist idea. That idea embedded in our open society for so long. They don't even aware they are brainwashed by communist or socialist idea. So I see Americans are very good people. I never meet. Actually, I could go to Europe, but I didn't want to because I prefer America. I liked your openness and your. Actually, I think you are rather abused by world people.
Okay.
So Trump wanna correct it. So I don't understand why you. I mean, your idea for me is so pathetic. He wants to lead you in good way for America,
Okay.
American people. But you or people believe he is not the proper leader.
Right.
If we could have a leader like Trump, other than this pro-China communist over there, we will support him 100% or 200%. So you,
When is the next presidential election in Korea? Like, when does Moon Jae-in's term end?
that's not very important
Oh, okay.
because from the beginning he was not our legal president. Our situation is really miserable. He is nobody. He just stole the presidency and brainwashed it and spread the rumor and everything. So these many stupid people, they are rather indifferent about what's happening in our country. So he's making use of that kind of thing. So everybody's responsibility, so nobody's responsibility. So he is enjoying his still over there. He should go any minute. He is nothing but a parasite. He is the enemy of Korea and the world peace and the world people's mentality, and then it's like that. So I just wish we could have a leader like Trump.
Okay,
Mm.
I understand. Well, I do agree that there are, with regard to China or CCP issues, there are legitimate concerns regarding Joe Biden. He just hasn't really been clear on what his approach to China would be. And especially if you look at if you look at who he is putting in his administration and who he's appointing to top diplomatic positions,
Yeah, you will be laughing.
there's reasons to be concerned that they will be. I don't like the hard on China, soft on China dichotomy. I think that oversimplifies it, but reasons to be concerned that the Biden administration will be too favorable to the CCP and not protect its undermining of American and human rights and democratic interests.
Yeah.
I agree with all that. I just don't agree that Donald Trump is the best person to have in office for countering the CCP either.
So is it
But
because
it's complex. It's not as if one person is the best antidote to the CCP and the other person isn't. It's just a lot more complicated than that. And the one good thing about Biden is that,
one
well,
would be,
he's a professional diplomat. He's a career diplomat, and his approach is unifying the West and creating an alliance of free and democratic societies to counter CCP influence. And that's good. That is one important piece of the puzzle.
and do you know
It's not the entire puzzle, but yeah.
Joe Biden has a mental problem? He has mental issue. Do you know that?
Well,
he
he's
can-
had enough public gaffes for you to make that accusation. Yes.
And
I mean, so did Ronald Reagan, but what mental issue does Joe Biden have?
he doesn't know his name even.
Okay.
He doesn't know he's challenging for presidency or Senate. Didn't you know that? Your media never ever tell you that. Like CNN, the CNBC, even Fox News, they don't report any mishap of Joe Biden. So maybe you are not get informed. He has a serious mental problem. He can't
Okay.
even pronounce his name properly. He sometimes,
see.
I am, what's his wife?
Jill Biden.
Yes, he says
Jill.
sometimes, I am Jill Biden. So it's very similar, right? Joe Biden, Jill Biden.
I see.
So people believe that's only voice.
Look, you can shoot my face if you want.
No,
Not
can
that
I?
you have to. You may.
Oh, thank you. But actually,
If you let me take pictures of you, just
Yeah.
one,
Yeah.
just because I'm so surprised to see Trump
yeah.
supporters
Yeah.
in Seoul Plaza.
yeah, you can take mine.
You're welcome to
Yeah.
shoot my face. What are you live streaming?
Yeah,
Like how many
yeah,
people are
yeah.
watching?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's only two.
I see.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I didn't post it on anywhere.
I see.
Because it's a long time posting, and actually it's not very much. I mean, it's not my main focus. I mean,
I see.
when I go back home, then I can spread it all over.
Advertise it. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. Well, you are conservative, right? You said.
Economically, yes.
Economically,
I
then.
like low taxes and
Then how come you support Joe Biden? He said he promised to raise taxes.
okay, that's a very good question. That's a very good question. The American presidents, almost all of the American president's power is in the realm of foreign policy. The American president can't really do very much domestically. They can issue executive orders, but for the most part, American laws have to be passed by Congress. Then they can be signed by the president. I guess what I'm saying is, in the realm of domestic policy, there's a lot of other branches that have power and a lot of other people that have influence. The president has the most unchecked power when it comes to dealing with the rest of the world. So when I vote for the president of the United States, I am proud to be in the 5% of American voters who consider foreign policy to be the highest priority issue for the president.
Then have you?
One more thing. Joe Biden, yes, he's I mean, he's not as liberal as someone like Bernie Sanders, but he is left, and he is favorable to raising taxes and having the government do more stuff. And I just don't consider that to be as important for the president as competency when it comes to dealing with other nations, especially because, like, Joe Biden can't just raise taxes on his own. Congress would have to approve that tax increase. And there's a Senate election in Georgia that's like very soon, today or this week.
2
And
seats.
if the Democratic Party doesn't control the Senate, then Joe Biden can't raise taxes. So I'm just not as concerned with the American president's domestic policy. The state governments and Congress are much more influential with that. So that is why, as an economic conservative, I would still vote for a Democrat for president. because in my opinion, he is much more competent with regards to foreign policy matters.
Then what do you think about Benghazi issue?
Benghazi.
Benghazi, yeah.
That I thought that was a Hillary Clinton thing.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Like,
Yep.
there was some American base that got blown up, and there
Yep.
were warning signs, and
There
she
were
didn't.
4 American diplomats. They were just murdered, tortured 7 hours, and burned to death. I can't even say that.
Right.
So
I had one more. Oh, that's wait. The police are removing a protester.
I think they are communist.
Is that a pro Moon? Is that a Moon Jae-in? I wonder. I don't know what's going on over there.
Can you read Korean? I think you can. So
Why are there so many police around here?
they are oppressing freedom of speech.
Okay, but like, they're not. They're still letting you protest here. It's like they're just standing around doing nothing.
No, we are controlled and checked by them constantly. They are checking us. They are observing us. Okay, we are under surveillance. So what do? You are a reporter or writer,
I'm Yon Hosa. Yon Hosa, lawyer.
lawyer.
Ah,
Oh,
wow.
great, amazing.
Yes.
Beautiful, amazing.
I haven't started yet. I start in January.
Amazing.
So I'm taking my gap time here.
Great,
But,
congrats.
Yeah, I saw. I was watching a podcast last night about your 415 election and
Same.
the circumstantial evidence that
Same.
there was something a little circumstantial evidence that it was tampered with or rigged somehow. And
Very
the,
much,
The
very
guy was talking about how the Moon administration is using the police and its regulatory power to
Yeah.
prevent media from looking into it and to prevent people from protesting here.
Yep.
But like, I'm no expert. My understanding is that Korea has freedom of speech, at least in theory. No.
Do
Like, can you
think-
be arrested for
Okay,
protesting against
let
the
me ask
president
you
here?
something. Do you believe in America? Your mainstream media, are
Yes.
they fair and square?
No.
Yeah.
They're concerned with ratings primarily.
You are media in your free society by how they control the opinion of people, right?
Yes.
We, under the pro-China communist, are our media. You can even imagine how clever communists are. This is not happening yesterday or the day before yesterday. We've been communized. We are communized, actually. It looks okay because it took 70 years until it's the last stage. If there are 10 stages, we are at 9 stage. So we are desperate to survive.
see.
Our inside, other than us, I told you, they are zombies. They don't have any interest. They don't want to listen. We can talk with a different language. We speak same language, but we cannot communicate and understand each other because their brain is already seized by the communists.
I see.
Communists start first from the beginning how to seize the blank head of people. They give their communistic idea first, and then people don't want to listen to another second opinion, right?
see.
Because people are proud, especially Koreans are very proud. They think they are very knowledgeable, they are very respectable, so they don't listen to other people's opinion. We cannot talk like this.
So here's my question. Like, I don't understand. Like, what exactly are the police doing to prevent you from protesting? Because like, people are still out here with their signs about how the election was rigged, and they're not getting arrested. So what, like, how? Okay, so the police are out here. They're watching you. But like, what exactly are they? I'm just interested in like, what are they?
Okay.
How are they
Okay,
suppressing
okay.
free
Then,
speech?
you better watch my channel clip, okay?
Okay.
It's not Vietnam War in 1972. In Vietnam, they just kill and arrest everybody. We are 21st, right?
Yes.
This is 21st way of being communized. How they do? This is much relaxed form now, but the pro-China communists, you have to understand, they are very bad in the sense that they are not serving for us. They are the puppet of Xi Jinping. For them, we are their bloc. So they want to get rid of us. It's very interesting. It's a long story. Other people think we are bad guys. We are revolters. Okay?
I see.
We believe they are brainwashed. They are useless for us because they don't understand why we are doing this, and they don't want to know why we are doing this. They are not interested in what we are doing right now, totally. So actually, they have no interest. So you are very, very patient. Are you from Berkeley?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Great. Just graduated. Undergraduate or graduate?
Law school.
Okay, great. Okay. I can understand the Berkeley guy. Okay. I'm talking to a
I
Berkeley
think.
guy.
Well, thank you so much for talking to me. I'm gonna head off now, but
Okay.
yeah, if you don't mind me
Okay.
taking your picture
Okay, sure.
here.
You can.
I'm not gonna post this anywhere. It's
It's
just
okay,
for
no
me,
problem.
'cause-
You can post anywhere. I want all the people know we are oppressed. We are shouting for freedom. Now Korea channel. Please say we are oppressed. We are being oppressed. We will be arrested soon.
by the communists.
When they get power, they have to get rid of us. Otherwise, they cannot seize the power.
Got it.
Get it? Okay. So
Who's that?
맞춰보세요.
guess what? Guess who?
Is that a child Xi Jinping?
No.
Oh, it's Donald Trump.
연고된
Well, he doesn't have a skin color, so how would I be able to tell?
위안성이라고 좀 전해주세요.
That's
On the
supposed-
way. It's under construction.
Oh, I see. Work
So,
in progress.
yeah.
Okay.
Be careful about communism. You know they come
Yeah, I
very
know. It's
slowly.
horrible. It's an evil,
They-
nonsensical government with terrible human rights abuses that systematically undermines freedom and
Yeah.
democracy around
Yeah.
the world.
Come very slowly.
And it has no business existing in 2020.
Okay. Okay. Go.
이건 거지만
오케이.
행복이요. 우리는 이걸 항상 강조한다. 우리 저기 미국인의 큰 희생과 도움 때문에 이 나라가 설립되었던 거를 우리는 항상
America
잊지 않고 있어요.
contributed us very much for our freedom in 1945, and you saved our life in 1950 in Korean War. So we are very grateful to
Well,
America.
it wasn't me personally. I wasn't
It's
alive
your country.
then.
It's your country.
Although my grandfather was in the
your
Korean
grandfather.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Korea being an independent country and having freedom and a democratic form of government, it necessarily requires support from the U.S. Because if America wasn't here, then this all would be North Korea,
Right.
and this country would never
Right.
have existed.
Yeah.
So
you did
I
great job.
agree with your mentality.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank God.
I'm
God
sorry
bless
about
you.
that. Okay.
Okay.
Good one. Bye.
Thank you.
See you.